Dad, it's a weird question, but tell me why the head of my sausage is larger than the rest of the organ. That's not a weird question, it's a natural question. I have actually read about it in the book named Why America is the Greatest Country. Several years ago, Great Britain funded a study to determine why the head of a man's sausage is larger than the rest of the organ. The study took 2 years and cost over £1.2 million. The study concluded that the reason the head of a man's sausage is larger than the shaft is to provide the man with more pleasure during lovemaking. After the results were published, France decided to conduct its own study on the same subject. They were convinced that the results of the British study were incorrect. After 3 years of research at a cost of in excess of €2 million, the French researchers concluded that the head of a man's sausage is larger than the shaft to provide the woman with more pleasure during lovemaking. When the results of the French study were released, America decided to conduct its own study. The Americans didn't really trust British or French studies. So, after nearly 3 hours of intensive research and a cost of right around $75, the American study was complete. They concluded that the reason the head on a man's sausage is larger than the shaft is to prevent your woman's hand from flying off and hitting her in the forehead.